Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic. You're here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be showing you where the Xur is, his inventory, all the random rolls, my recommendations, and all that whatnot. Today is obviously a very special day because everybody is flocking to one location in the tower instead of the Xur's location is right over there. Before I get started with the Xur, just wanted to quickly check in here because we have finally the release of the Trials of Osiris for Destiny 2. And I just wanted to check out the things going on at Saint 14. So yes, you do have to go to Saint 14 to start off one of his passages. Alright, so from what I understand, the different passages give you different bonuses. And it seems like you can only have one passage at a time. So if I were to get this one, which seems like a good one to start with, you probably can't get more than one, but I guess we'll buy it and see if that's the case. Yeah, okay, so as soon as you buy one, you cannot have another one, and some of these other ones are locked until you get a certain number of wins, like flawlesses, 7 win, 5 win, and all that whatnot. There's going to be a bunch of different bounties that you can get that will give you a bunch of different bonuses for, you know, giving more experience and trials tokens. Pretty straightforward set of things. Beyond that, then after that, you just have to form a fire team of 3 people and do some Trials of Osiris. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to mention it. There's one guy next to the Xur. I just wanted to mention, have these stairs always been here? I kind of feel like these stairs are new. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the Xur. He's going to be found in his regular location in the tower, so spawn here in the courtyard, make your way into the top left section of the hangar, and you can find him in his regular location, where I will be the only person standing next to him. Alright, so this is a high overview of everything that he does have available, in case that's all you cared about. Starting up with the weapon today, we have the Coldheart Trace Rifle. Used to be a DPS hound in year 1 of Destiny 2, but ever since special weapons came out, and this is a special ammo weapon now, this weapon has not been used for pretty much anything. So basically, it shoots out a laser just like any trace rifle, and the longer you hold the laser on a target, as you continue to fire, the more damage you do, up to double damage. So you can get some pretty good damage at good ranges, but ever since, you know, sniper rifles and a lot of heavies came out, there's a lot better options for range, and you're not going to find pretty much any use for this weapon in any scenario. Outside of that, there is a catalyst, which I believe that you get from the strike playlist, and I believe that gives you reload speed, and there are also some weapon ornaments that make it look a little bit different. I like this one because it makes it look like electricity. Moving on to the Hunter exotic, we have the Lucky Pants leg armor, where the illegally modded holster gives precision hits, loading 1 round into the chamber of the stowed hand cannon. Hand cannons ready faster and are more accurate immediately after swapping to them. So if you have a hand cannon build, if you like quick swap dexterity, like swapping very quickly to your hand cannon for whatever reason, this exotic can help you do that, but I just don't find too many scenarios that is a critical use. I usually just put on like a couple perks on my armor, and that usually solves that issue. But if you have like a wombo combo with like a bow plus a hand cannon, you want to switch very quickly as a hunter, that is going to be the best way to do it. Outside of that, there's not too many uses. As far as the roles go, I'd like to see a primary in recovery, secondary in mobility. That's just a bit making more sense for PvP stuff, and instead it has a primary in discipline and a secondary in recovery, so kind of like a below average role for a very below average exotic that does have an ornament that makes it look new. Moving on to the Titan exotic, one of the more exciting Titan exotics to see in Xur's loadout. I just noticed the totals from Xur are actually terrible. The Ashen Wake got a buff with the last patch. Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. That's what it was before, and the new updated part is that final blows with fusion grenades grant grenade energy. And this is actually very, very important. Depending on the tier of enemy you kill, you're going to get more energy back, allowing you to use fusion grenades to a lot better effect than you did before. Now, a buddy of mine been using this a lot, and he loves it. He plays PvP a lot, he plays Titan a lot, and he swears by this thing actually being really good, although I have not used it yet, so I can't really say. As far as the role goes, pretty much a perfect synergy. We got a primary in discipline, secondary in recovery, pretty much exactly what you want for PvP, and the exotic, which, you know, uses grenades, so definitely a very above average role for what seems like an above average exotic that does not seem to have an ornament. And finally, for the Warlock exotic, we have Chromatic Fire. I just mentioned that the male looks like his head is kind of squished in between everything. He's like a little turtle head trying to poke. Anyways, the Warlock exotic, Chromatic Fire. Precision kills with a kinetic weapon, create an explosion in the element of the equipped subclass. So this is basically going to be Dragonfly for kinetic weapons. There's only one kinetic weapon that has a Dragonfly-like perk, and that's Firefly of Ace of Spades, which you can, in fact, get double explosions with Ace of Spades plus this exotic. But overall, for the most part, that's a bit of a gimmick. You do get extra explosions, you can get extra kills, and it is a bit fun, but it doesn't really progress you towards the end game. It's not something that's really that critical or that changes too much in the eyes of endgame stuff. And as such, I like to say this is a bit of a below average exotic, but a cool gimmick. As far as the roles go, a primary and secondary in recovery and strength is not particularly synergetic with this particular exotic, but there's really not much that's synergetic with this particular exotic. However, obviously I'd like to see a lot of intellect and a lot of recovery because that's just the best that you can have when there's no synergies. And one last thing I'll say, I probably should have said this in the beginning, if you look at the total stat rolls on all of these exotics he has on sale at 48 and 47, these are very, very poor numbers. And from what Bungie said, the new exotics will have a higher stat roll. So I'm going to demonstrate this by getting this exotic, which is a stronghold for my Titan, which is actually a 75. This drops with a 64. 64 being some of the highest, if not the highest that I've ever seen. It can go higher. I think I've seen a 66, but a 64 base is a very high roll. So if you are looking to get high rolls, any exotics that drop will drop with high rolls. Like this one I got earlier is a 60. However, the ones in direct purchase from these are not going to be high rolls, which is very unfortunate. And that's it. That's going to be the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below if any questions, concerns, tips, tricks, or you just wanted to say hello. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, let me know what you're thinking about the Trials of Osiris. I'm not going to be playing too much Trials because I really am not really happy when I play Crucible a lot of the time. But it's definitely something a lot of people are looking forward to, so we'll see how it shapes up. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.